Hi, and welcome to this guided meditation to support you in connecting with your inner teenager. The goal of this meditation is to help you understand this part of yourself, the inner teen, and connect with any emotions that you might have experienced when you were a teenager, and see if there's any ways that the events, memories, or emotions from this part of your life might still be impacting you today. This meditation is very similar in structure to the inner child meditation. So just know if you've already practiced the inner child one, this one's going to feel similar, but you might uncover that one of them feels easier than the other. One might feel more challenging. Maybe the inner child feels really vivid, but the inner teenager doesn't, or vice versa. And just know that that's perfectly okay. And it's going to be different and vary in that way for many of us. Especially if you had a challenging upbringing, childhood or adolescence, just know that this is a really brave choice to explore this part of yourself and these memories that might come along with it. So be gentle with yourself. Don't rush this process. If it feels challenging initially, maybe subsequent times that you come back to this meditation, it feels just a little bit easier to connect with this part of yourself. A reminder that meditation is a practice, and similarly, connecting and exploring different parts of who you are is the same. It's a practice. It's going to feel challenging on some days and easier on others. And no matter at which point in your life you are turning towards these practices, know it's a super brave choice, and I'm here to support you. We'll start this meditation as we always do by finding a comfortable, safe space and allowing you to first connect with your breath. Take a couple deep grounding rounds of breath here. And the way that you can find your breath is first inhaling in through the nose and taking a long inhale in. And as you exhale out, maybe doing so through your mouth with a soothing, grounding exhale out. Taking that a couple times. Inhaling in fully and exhaling out. And before we start the meditation, something I love doing that you might find helpful here is first, with eyes open, taking a look around your space. So finding and affirming a sense of safety, connecting with who you are in this present moment and where you are in space. Noticing how your space is safe. Noticing any familiar items. Noticing the light in the room around you. Noticing how it makes you feel. Noticing that there's no threats in this environment and that it is safe for you to be exactly where you are. It is safe for you to breathe deep and to be in this present moment. Taking some more deep grounding breaths as you scan your environment. Maybe looking down towards your feet, noticing where they are. A gentle invitation from mindfulness is to be where your feet are. So if at any point you become disconnected from this present moment as we go into this meditation, just remembering this invitation and keeping it with you. I am safe in my space. I can be exactly right here where my body is, where my feet are, noticing and locating my breath and letting that guide me back into this present moment. When you're ready for it, you can allow your eyes to soften closed, or you can always simply look down and in front of you, or at a point in the distance that isn't moving. And no matter the choice you take, staying connected with deep grounding breaths and starting to let the muscles in the face and in the body soften. Notice any parts of the body here that are holding on to any tension. And just allow some of that tension to start to melt away. Breath by breath, connecting with your body, connecting with your breath, and starting to release any tension that the body might be holding on to. Notice your face and jaw. Notice the upper body, your arms and upper back. Noticing the lower body and the muscles in the stomach, allowing those to relax and soften. Allowing the lower body, the hips and pelvis, and the legs to fully relax. We'll begin the practice by having you envision in your mind's eye, with eyes closed, a photo of yourself from your teenage years. Taking a moment to locate that specific picture, that photo that stands out. Maybe it's you at a specific event, a birthday, a celebration, a holiday. Maybe it's you in some sort of a performance or a class photo. Maybe it's sports related. Just noticing yourself in that photo, almost like you're holding that photo with both hands out in front of you and observing it. Noticing what you are wearing, who else was around. Noticing the space that you're in, the expression on your face. Maybe connecting with what was your experience in this moment that the photo was taken, what emotions were felt. And as you explore this photo of your teenage self, see if you can continue to stay grounded in deep, soothing breaths that take place in this present moment now. Throughout this practice, you might bump into different pockets of emotions that you locate in different parts of the body. And just know that for this practice, again, it's a really brave exploration. It's okay to let yourself turn toward any emotions that you notice. Throughout our life, we often turn away from things that make us uncomfortable, different emotions that we don't have the capacity, the time or space to feel as we go about our day. So just know that with this practice, you are allowed to feel and process, and actually say yes to and turn toward any of those pockets of emotions, those different sensations that come up here and now in the body. All emotions are impermanent, even though we sometimes worry that they'll last forever. So just know that anytime you locate and feel a new specific feeling, it's okay to let yourself linger there, and that after a couple minutes it will likely change into something different. So our goal here is just to let yourself feel and experience with curiosity and without judgment. You can see yourself now putting that photo down, and as you do, your teenage self actually appears in front of you. In your mind's eye, envisioning your teenage self a few feet away from you, and just doing your best to recreate this vision, maybe from memory or just by using your imagination. If memories ever feel hazy, just know you can use your imagination and construct something new, your best guess. And start to notice those same features of yourself. So what is your hair color and the style of your hair? What are you wearing? How tall are you? Taking a moment to find your age. Are you younger, 12, 13, 14? Or is it later on in your adolescent years, 17, 18? Notice what you're wearing, what clothing and colors you chose. And looking out at your teenage self, you notice that they are looking out at you, and maybe they are exploring and taking you in. And maybe you feel called to say hello or say a few words. Maybe you introduce yourself. And as you reach out your arm, your teenage self grabs your arm, grabs your hand. Noticing if you can almost feel that sense of touch in the palm of your hand now, that connection. And as you take a couple breaths together, your inner teenager gently starts to take you with them, guiding you somewhere. They walk a little bit ahead of you, holding hands, and you follow. Following with curiosity and just being open to where they take you and what becomes revealed. And as you remain open here, as you hold this vision, but remain this blank canvas, being open to surprise, maybe just being open to whatever comes up next, allowing your inner teenager to take you to a place of their choice. It could be a place that brought you joy or peace when you were a teenager. It doesn't have to be. Letting your inner teenager be the guide here. And you simply follow. And notice where they feel called to take you. Maybe it's a part of the home you grew up in, or your school. Maybe it's a friend's home or a relative's. Maybe it's a playground, a soccer field, or anywhere else that you spent time when you were a teen. And once you find it, once you're there, allow yourself to take in the surroundings. Notice if it's indoors or outdoors, and if it's inside, notice what's around you in this room or this space. And if it's outdoors, notice where you are, notice the weather, notice the season. Taking deep breaths that help you ground in this present moment as you allow your mind to paint this picture for you. And as you find your way into the space, notice what your inner teenager would like to do. Is there anything they want to show you? Is there anything they want to do with you there? Is there anything they want to create? A game they want to play? Is there anything they really want to share with you in this space? You considering from your teenage years and connecting with this part of you here, what were some predominant emotions that you felt during these years of your life? How did this time in your life shape who you are today? What were some common experiences back then? What were some common emotions that you felt? Was there anything that you needed during that time in your life that you didn't receive? Maybe considering praise or validation, safety or support, being seen, being heard, feeling accepted. Did you have an easy time expressing yourself, or did you filter yourself? Did you feel more able to be extroverted, or were you introverted? As you explore these questions, see what your inner teenager does, what they say, how they act, their facial expression, their posture, and just taking them in with curiosity, knowing that this part of yourself, this part of your imagination might reveal something really important, and knowing that all of it is valid, anything that you're experiencing right now. Spending this time together, you can go ahead and ask your inner teenager if there's anything that they would like to share with you now. The invitation could be as simple as you, your present day adult self, letting this inner teen part of you know, I am here and I am listening. The simplest affirmation of safety and presence. I am here and I am listening. I am fully present with you now, and allowing this part to share anything they would like to share with you. Perhaps there's something that they want to express to you that's been unexpressed. Maybe there's a specific emotion or event they want to share with you. Or maybe they let you know and reflect back who you are today. Maybe it's that they're so proud of you, so proud of who you are and how far you've come. Allowing this part of you to share with you any wisdom that it has, anything that it's held on to for all these years between then and now. And noticing as this part of you becomes more vivid and more expressed, what are some of those emotions or sensations you're noticing in the present moment? Are you finding yourself bumping up against any old or really familiar feelings? Was there a sense of rebellion present at this time in your life? Did you explore themes of jealousy, shame, visibility? Did you have an easy time being seen and heard? Or did you have a hard time communicating and expressing your needs. Now, as you view this teenage self in front of you, as it's expressing to you what it's held on to, consider how some of those experiences might have shaped who you are today. Reflecting back on this time in your life, maybe thinking about both what you have to be deeply grateful for, and also if there are any lingering memories or formative events from the past that still impact you today in a way that you would like them not to. If there's anything that you would like to be free from, considering what that could be. And know that just like the inner teenager is sharing things with you, you are allowed to share anything you'd like back to them. You can get into that dialogue, that communication with this part of yourself. Remember, the only goal here is to feel, to experience, to be curious, to let go of judgment, and to just be present with this part of the self. We have so many different interconnected, interwoven parts of who we are, and this is a really important one. And letting your inner child know, showing them, telling them in any way that feels appropriate that while this meditation, this practice has a beginning and an end, that you will be back, that you can and will communicate with this part whenever they would like to. And maybe from here on out, you notice how this part speaks up and lets you know that it's present, that it's there throughout your life, in different conversations, in the ways that you communicate to others. Maybe you start to notice how it's your inner teenager that is most present in those moments. Letting this part of you know that it's welcome, that it's valid, it's safe to be exactly as it is, and that you'll be back. And allowing yourself to close this practice by thanking your inner teenager any way that feels appropriate to you. That might be a hug. That might be sharing some words of wisdom or encouragement. Making that choice now. From your present day adult self to that younger version of you. Coming back to I am here and I am listening. And I will return as many times as you'd like me to. As many times as it takes for you to be fully seen, heard, and expressed. Taking some deep, soothing breaths here. It might feel good to place one palm on the belly, one palm on the heart. You can also place your palms on opposite shoulders, giving yourself a very gentle, soothing hug, feeling the touch of your palms on your body. Feeling that weight and the safety that your palms create. Feeling your body breathing here and now. the rising and falling sensation of the inhales and exhales. Thanking your inner child, letting them know you'll be back. And for now, gently starting to bring yourself back to the present moment. With eyes still closed, just finding your body in space. Finding your seat, finding your feet. Finding where you are. You can pause and stay with this practice as long as you need to by pausing this recording. When you're ready to return, you can bring your palms together and gently rub them together in front of the chest, in front of you, generating some heat between the palms, connecting with that sensation, and placing the palms anywhere on the body, maybe the heart, maybe the solar plexus or the belly, where you'd like to feel that gentle, soothing warmth. And choosing any part of the body that needs some of that support coming out of this practice. Maybe it's the neck and shoulders, maybe it's the face, head, or forehead. Taking a few minutes to linger there. And you'll come back by very gently opening the eyes whenever you're ready for it. And an invitation to close and come out of this practice would be to write down anything that you experienced, anything that feels important to you in this moment, any reminders that you want to keep. As you come back to this practice later on, it's helpful to write down and come back to how each time goes, what you experience, what your inner teenager reveals to you. And that's how we find the wisdom in our past experiences. Take care, and I'll see you in a future practice.